Yo, check this out.
This out.
Previously heard. Good Hope FM. Let's go.
Welcome. You're just in time for what we call the Great Guest.
Stand by for today's special guest on The Great Drive. It's time for The Great Guest.
I want to be great.
Don't have a good drive. Have a great drive with Kyeezi Celest Anthony.
And of course, you know, we're still shedding a spotlight on Cape Town's originals. Just amazing people doing amazing things. And I feel like this is someone also that needs no introduction to you whatsoever. Because if you keep a keen eye on him on social media, you'll know that he is the first Mr. Universe in Italy, overall Tri-Nations champion in New Zealand with several World Championship titles under his belt. Also winner of Fear Factor, USN brand ambassador. The list is endless. Shameen Adams, welcome to the Great Drive here on Good Hope FM.
Good afternoon, Celeste, Kyeezi, and Norman. Thanks for having me on the Great Drive.
I love that you called Morgan.
That was
Norman.
my favorite part.
Norman. He does.
Morgan.
Sounds like my dad. Don't worry.
He gives Norman energy, man.
My dad calls me Norman, so we're good. We're good, Shameen. Don't worry.
Absolutely. He's being nice to you because he's scared of you because he knows you're strong. I want to get that out of the way. Welcome to the Great
100%.
Drive.
Thank you, Kyeezi.
You are the F in fit. Would you accept that title? You are the F in fit.
Yeah, I think I would, I think I would.
I mean, being Mr. Universe, and you know what, bodybuilding is something that has erupted as a sport. I know that Instagram is huge on it. Everybody's got their deep quotes, you know, no pain, no gain. Being as a person who sort of has been in bodybuilding his whole life, take us to the beginning. And I'm not being dramatic here. Was it you and a weight and you thought, this is it?
Basically, back in the day, you know, in the apartheid era, we didn't have any gym facilities. So I just decided to start my own gym in my backyard. What I did is, you know, I took coffee tins.
What?
Yeah, the upgraded name is Ricochino now.
Okay, all right.
So I took coffee tins, put some cement in there, and I made my own weights, and I started training in my backyard. After 3 months, I entered my first competition. I won my first competition as a junior. And
how old are you at this point?
Yeah, how old are you?
I was 17 at that time.
Okay.
And then I decided, look, this is, you know, it's lovely to win. And then I decided to enter more shows. And in my first year of competition, I won the overall junior Mr. South Africa. And after that, it was just history.
Did it dawn on you at that moment that, wait a minute, I could make a living out of firstly training and building my own gyms? Or was it just like hey, I can do this? Let's see how long this can last for.
Well, there was a guy back in the day in Elsie's River. Look, that's where I grew up, in Elsie's River. And there was a gym, Pat's Health Spa, and I met a guy called Ralph Pierce and Nelson Benjamin. And when I saw those guys, I have never seen people that built in real life. I only saw it in magazines, and when I saw those guys, I went into the gym, I sat in a corner and just stared at them. I was in awe. And then after a week, Ralph Pierce came to me and he told me, listen, from tomorrow you're training with me because you have the genetics to become a world champ. And I thought to myself, is this guy talking to me? I still turned around and I saw there was nobody behind me. And I realized he spoke to me.
So he could simply look at you and say, you've got the genetics.
Yeah, I don't know what he saw in me because I was a skinny kid. And he explained to me, look, my structure, I had wide shoulders, small midsection, small joints, small ankles. And when you have small like midway waist and small ankles, automatically your calves look bigger, your lats look bigger. So, you know, it creates an illusion. So when you're on stage, I weighed 74 kilos on stage at my heaviest, and I would beat guys weighing 120 next to me. And people would think I weigh 90 or 95 kilos, but it creates an illusion. The leaner you are, and if you are balanced and proportionate and symmetrical, then you look 10 times bigger than somebody that's got a higher percentage of body fat.
There's a negative connotation around bodybuilding, which is performance enhancement drugs.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? I watched a documentary with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and one of his statements that stuck with me from that was, everyone in bodybuilding is on some sort of performance enhancement drugs. What are your thoughts on that?
Look, when like those guys that compete professionally, like in the Mr. Olympia and that, look, there's no ways that you can basically get to that size with that amount of muscle clean. You know what I mean? Naturally. So obviously it's their job. That's what they do.
Okay.
And for them to basically compete at that level, they have to basically use enhancing, drugs and stuff like that. But if you're competing just like locally on a, amateur base, I would say stay away.
It's not illegal in Mr. Olympia, right? It's just frowned upon.
There we go. Yeah, it's not illegal in the Mr. Olympia.
Okay.
But it is frowned upon.
Yeah, no, definitely. But obviously, locally, if you compete locally, if you say you get selected to represent SA internationally,
Yeah.
before you leave, you get tested.
Oh, yeah.
Once you get there, you get tested again.
Beautiful
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
man. So now you've built your career as a bodybuilder, but then you also want to give back to the community. I mean, there's definitely a philanthropy side of you where, and from our very own producer, Jason Abels, he's spoken about you being his trainer for a number of years. Why did you decide that, you know what, I want to teach other people to also achieve this type of thing in bodybuilding?
Yeah, because when I grew up, there was nobody to help me and to guide me. And when I think back and I look back, back in the day, there was no we had to buy magazines and basically just follow the Americans and see what they eat, how they train, and that, and from there, and especially with the posing as well. Posing is an integral part, basically, of bodybuilding.
They say it's like an art, like ballet.
No, it is definitely.
I've seen you do it. You might throw in some other movements there.
Look. That's why I fill the auditorium, because people pay to come and see entertainment. You know what I mean?
He's so entertaining.
You got to be, because people pay lots of money. Like back in the day, guys will go on stage and just stand there like statues.
Yeah.
But I had to put that fun factor in as well. Where, you put a
dancing.
bit of pop and lock, Michael Jackson, a bit of moonwalk, and all that type of thing.
I'm so happy we're having this interview this time of the year, because I think you'd say September is maybe the time when people are like, okay, I need to get my summer body ready. Right? I mean,
Is it not too late?
No, it's not too late.
Look, it's never too late, but the people that started last year already basically will be in much better shape now than people starting now. Yeah.
And if I'm a person, gym is not my thing. And I think, working out and going to the gym is very intimidating. You're around guys with perfect six packs, guys with traps, and they just lift all the heavy weights, and you're just standing there like, I want to get into this to try and sort of add value to my life. What's your message to that person tuned in right now?
Well, basically just go in there and don't look at the other people. Don't worry about them. Go in there, do your thing, and don't let them intimidate you. That's why guys like Jason Abels at the gym, like ours, very humble, it's like a family-orientated gym. Nobody stare at you, and like especially females, when they walk into the weight section, they feel intimidated.
It's so intimidating.
And you can ask Jason at our gym. It's like there's none of that. Everybody, we like a family, and that's why everybody basically come to our gym.
Oh, man, that's beautiful stuff. Look, if you got questions for Shameen right here on the WhatsApp line, 071-286-0639, I do believe that you're also going to take us through some sort of exhibition today on the Great Drive.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm tired. I'm out of breath already.
Celeste, so I have this long sleeve. I've got a short sleeve.
Okay.
And we can go topless. It's up to you. You can tell me what.
Oh, my goodness. I'm shy. I'm shy.
I like this.
I've got a question. Have we got time for another question from me?
Yeah.
So we're having a discussion off air, but I think it's rather pertinent to listeners and those interested in bodybuilding. Is you spoke about how long does it take one to see a difference in one's body? I really want to lose weight. Morgan's now focused on losing weight, but how long will I realistically take if I've focused on it to really see a difference and start losing weight?
Yeah. Morgan, like yourself, not Norman, Morgan.
All good.
Like yourself, somebody that's trained before, it will take you roughly, with say minimum of 3 days with a clean eating habit diet. Basically it will take you about 3 months, but somebody that's never trained before, it will take them a bit longer than that. It will take them say between 6 and 9 months to start seeing a change.
Wow, that's crazy.
I got a question that just came through from WhatsApp saying, I have a question. I weigh 150 kgs. Where do I start? I want to lose weight and build some muscle.
Right, like Morgan said earlier, the first thing is to get to a gym, or if you don't have access to a gym, just start walking. That's just move. That's the most important thing. And then start cleaning out your diet. Things that you should look out for is sugars, carbohydrates, and the bad fats. So if I say, like, clean eating, basically chicken, fish, lean steak, lots of green veg like broccoli, lettuce, cucumber type of thing, and try and cut out on all those gassy cool drinks and fruit juices, lots of sugar in there. Sugar is a killer, guys.
You hear
Definitely.
that, Morgan? Sugar's a killer. We spoke about that yesterday. I do have one question. I do have a point of complete ignorance. So, Shameen, excuse me. But I do think there's a lot of great drivers like me who don't know. But with performance-enhancing drugs, what is the long-term effects? Because I used to also be quite a fan of Mr. Olympia. Is what we're seeing with Ronnie Coleman right now an effect? A possible long-term effect?
No, the Ronnie Coleman effect, basically, that is from lifting way too heavy weights over the years. Really? I mean, this guy was pushing like 850 pounds. So your joints and your tendons cannot basically carry all that weight for a long period. And as you get older, basically, something is going to basically pack up. You know what I mean?
You think there's an age that he should have stopped lifting a certain amount of weights to possibly avoid what just happened?
Man, I think as you get older, you can't lift that heavy weights anymore. Like myself, I'm going to give my age away now. I'm turning in 3 months' time. I'm turning 59.
You're lying.
I kid you not.
No, you're not.
Shameen, don't come here to the Great Tribe.
You age really gracefully.
No, don't come here and lie to us. This man's not over 52.
I'm serious. I'm turning 59, but it's the sport that basically kept me young. Okay. And I'm training for 40 years, been competing for over 30 years internationally, and follow a fairly clean eating plan, 5 days a week, and Saturday and Sunday I basically eat what I want.
Man, get on our WhatsApp line 0712860639. If you have any questions, this is your moment. Shameen Adams, the great guest for the day. We don't want you to miss a thing. We're joined by a very special great guest who revealed, before we interviewed him, that at some point in his amazing career, his personal best on the bench press was 170.
That's right.
Shameen Adams. Wait, 170, and how much do you weigh at that time?
At that time, I weighed about 74 kilos.
Get out. Shameen, get out. You were bench pressing twice your body weight.
Yeah, no. Bench press and squat and deadlift.
So technically, if we go outside now, you could bench press me.
Exactly.
Crazy.
But I mean, Celeste, I can bench about 4 of you because you only weigh what, 55?
You're such a gentleman.
You're so kind.
You're such a gentleman.
So kind.
Morgan's mic went on, and I thought he's gonna throw, but you are such a gentleman.
You're a gent.
Such a gentleman. You know, a number of people when they see guys like you, and you're chiseled. I've seen pictures. Look. Okay, I have to step in for the South African government here. Can we do a blood test to test if you?
Of course.
170 kgs, and you're weighing 70 kgs yourself.
The wheels are turning in Kyeezi's eyes right now. He's doing that.
Insane.
But then, Kyeezi, I must also say that it took me years and years. It's basically day in, day out, same thing. It took quite a while.
I want to say I use your straps when I work out. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
I mean, so innovative. Absolutely love them. My hands are actually smooth because of you. So thank you. Thank you. There were some comments that came through on our WhatsApp line.
There was. This one says, "Hey Shammers, no questions. I'm just really grateful for what you've taught me. As a plus size girl, I don't feel intimidated when I walk into the weight section anymore. I also take up space in the gym with the Owens. Shameen taught me safe form, but also to pick up heavy." And that's from Abby.
It's a pleasure.
Does it ring a bell? Ring a bell?
Definitely.
And this one was a question for you, Shameen. It says, I'm skinny, just bones and skin. I want an 8-pack, a big chest, a V-back, huge arms. What must I do?
Besides training, you'll have to start eating a lot more.
Yeah.
You'll have to start eating 5 to 6 meals a day. And like I mentioned earlier on, lots of protein and good quality carbohydrates.
In this economy, Shameen, 6 meals, it's expensive. That's expensive. What else we got there?
We also got, what's your take on hybrid training?
On hybrid training, man, I'm a firm believer basically in, one-on-one in the gym basically, and like to see what people are doing basically. And you know, there's a lot of online training as well nowadays. I get a lot of questions, a lot of calls every day. People want me, you know, in Johannesburg, all over the show. But I'm the type of person, like Jason said early on, I want to show you the different hand movement, like to just tweak it a bit to target the muscle on a different angle. So I prefer one-on-one, and I want to see if you make a mistake, I want to rectify you.
Yes, I understand that. I hope that answers your question.
We're gonna put the crew to the test. Look, there's someone here at Good Hope who hails himself as like the fittest person in the world.
The best.
They think that their biceps are bigger than Sbusiso, who is our bodybuilder of the year. I'm not going to name any names or point any elbows. Thank you. You see who I'm talking about, Shameen. You know, so you've got a 60-second challenge that you want to do on the Great Drive today.
There we go. We're going to do a 60-second push-up challenge, and the one with the most push-ups in 60 seconds will win the challenge.
All right, cool. So what's a good number of push-ups to do within 60 seconds?
I will say roughly between 50 and 60.
50 and 60.
Yeah.
That's a push-up second. That's one push-up, 2 push-up, 3 push-up, 4.
Per second.
I've got a plan. So, firstly, Shameen,
You're trying to get himself out of it already. Now he's got a plan.
What they've just told you is how they speak about me, not how I speak about myself. The other thing I'm going to say is, I reckon Celeste and I should go up against Shameen. So Shameen's going to do the push-ups. We're going to combine my push-ups and your squats to try and get to 60.
I'll do squats.
I think that's a deal. That's a deal. It sounds good.
You guys can get out of the studio. Get out. We're going to do it now.
Okay, bye.
Go.
Here we go.
Kicking you out of the studio. This is going to be fun. It's going to be live online as well. I mean, what a special guest we have, man. An absolute gem. The nicest guy ever, Shameen Adams. If you have any questions, 071-286-0639 is the number. The challenge is on the way after this.
I've chosen not to come outside simply to protect my boys, right? And I just want you guys to do your best. Kyeezi, I got you. I'm looking at you. Morgan is looking at good form. Kyeezi hasn't taken off his sweatshirt. I just want to give you a little picture of what's going on. You can also check it out online. And they'll be going into some squats. Is it right, Shameen? Squats? Right.
No.
Push-ups. All right. When you guys are ready, we are ready for you. Okay, here we go. Kyeezi finally taking off his sweatshirt. There we go. Getting prepared. I love this. All right. Everyone seems ready now.
I don't know who is trying to impress him.
All right. Kay, are you ready? Morgan, are you ready? Shameen, are you ready?
Okay, so wait, hold on. What is the plan? So we're going to do...
Push-ups, 30 seconds, as
How
many as possible.
How many should we target?
Say let's go for 30 seconds, like at least 30 push-ups. Okay.
Who's counting?
I'm counting. I got you.
We're just going to count for us.
I'll count while we do it.
And what does not constitute as a push-up? So Morgan doesn't cheat.
Okay, so basically first size from the ground.
All right, wide,
90 degree in the elbow.
Show you? Yeah.
90 degree in the elbow.
It's basically, yeah.
Leg work. I just get it.
Bench is 170. I can only bench 85.
No excuses.
All right, gents, when you're ready.
Now Morgan's telling us I don't bench that amount.
Kay, don't lose to Morgan, please.
Hold
We're
on.
ready.
I need to make sure my mic's good.
So we're just going 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Okay.
Jason, 30 seconds on the clock.
Calm down, Kyeezi.
Yeah. Bum down.
Go.
Say when you're ready.
Go. Let's go. 30 seconds on the clock.
Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Shameen is not even breaking a sweat
10,
right now.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Kyeezi's
19,
slowing down.
20. 1,
I'm quite
2,
impressed.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Shameen is not
7,
even out of breath.
8,
He's counting.
9, 30.
Let's keep going. Let's
Going.
keep going. Let's
Okay.
keep going. Let's keep
Here we
going.
go. Here
Oh, the boys are hyped.
Let's keep going.
The boys are
Let's see who
hyped.
starts. Let's keep going.
Here we go. Here
Let's
we
keep
go.
going. Let's keep going.
Here we go. Here
Let's
we
keep
go.
going.
Here we
Let's
go.
keep going.
Here we
Let's
go.
keep going.
Come
I
on,
think Morgan's
come on,
gonna tap out
come
first.
On, come on.
Kay is out first. Kay is out first, but he did amazing.
You see what happens when you underestimate someone? Here we go.
We still have Shameen, the great guest of this Wednesday, with us. Now, Kyeezi, I know you weren't outside at the same time that I was. And so you didn't get to hear this for yourself. So I'm simply here to deliver the message to you and both the great drivers that couldn't join us online. Outside, Shameen said to me, Celeste, you truly do have the potential, the way I was posing outside, to be great. Shameen, am I...
No, you do, Celeste. I fully agree. I fully agree.
Shameen, we've got a sound here. When people lie, we have a sound.
What's it?
No, but all jokes aside, you're an absolute professional in your craft. In fact, over the last weekend or Friday night, I was at a braai and I said, the great guest, and everyone was really excited. The Williams family, apparently, they know you very well. Trevor Williams and all of them send their regards and just talk about your professionalism on and off the stages that you grace. And so thank you for making time for us. We've had a phenomenal time. And as a parting word, just for myself, who did better outside, Morgan Newman or Kyeezi?
I have to be honest here, Kyeezi.
Yeah.
He's being paid. He's being paid underhand.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you said
You
that.
have no idea what you've just done. I did not ask for this. I don't want problems. I want peace in my life. Shameen, you have left the Great Drive with a problem.
A big problem.
But I love it. I love it.
Excuse the pun, big.
So thank you so much for being such a great sport. I mean, you were topless outside the SABC. He's got his clothes on now, everybody. But,
Yeah.
I mean, you are a specimen of a human being.
Thank you so much. I just want to thank you, Kyeezi, Celeste, Morgan, Jason, everybody in the studio here. Thank you for having me. It was the greatest of pleasures for me being here. And then also, we had so much fun. I really, really enjoyed it. I can't wait to get back again, into the studio. And one last message to all the women out there. Remember, muscle is the organ of longevity. So don't be scared to go into the gym and lift some weights. Okay? Thank you so much.
Feel it. For more, tune in to goodhopefm.co.za.